Alright everyone, I've wanted to do a garden update for really about a week now, but it seems like every time I try to shoot a video recently, as soon as I get everything together and I'm ready to sit down and shoot it, I come out here, sit down, and there's a bunch of kids over on the playground over there screaming and cussing and playing basketball. Either that or the neighbor fires up the lawnmower, but in any case, there's been a lot of background noise to deal with lately, and not to say that there aren't quiet times, but I just haven't been using the quiet times for my videos. So today I decided to change that. It's about 9:15 in the morning right now, so I imagine the kids are all still in bed after a long night of playing video games, and the neighbors are, well, they haven't started mowing grass yet, so seemed like a good time to shoot this video. This is going to be, partially just a normal update video. This is also going to be a little bit of a follow-up to a conversation that I had last night. Last night I did a virtual tour / presentation for a group interested in sustainability from the Blue Rock Station Preschool. If you're not aware of Blue Rock Station, I would definitely suggest checking it out. That's a real cool place in Ohio. A nice sustainability center. I'd kind of call it a living laboratory, I think. Basically they're trying out a bunch of sustainability ideas, and they're teaching others about those. It's something real similar to what I would like to be doing myself eventually. But in any case, I gave the group this presentation last night. We did have some technical difficulties that prevented me from giving them a virtual tour of the garden. So if any of them, I know Oliver made it over to the channel. If anyone else gets over to the channel and checks the video out, this is going to be what you missed out on last night. And as it turned out, when I came out here after we were done last night, there were a bunch of kids on the playground, so that probably would have been an issue last night anyway. Perhaps this is for the best. So now that I got that out of the way, couple other updates just on the general progress of things. I've been planting some more sweet potato slips. Unfortunately, the sweet potato slips are not getting to that nice 6 to 10 inch length as fast as I would like. Realistically, the time I need to get those in the ground is like last week, and this week probably at the latest. With the cold frame, using that for some sweet potatoes, I might be able to stretch that out a little bit longer, but I am starting to get concerned about how long they're taking to mature. So next year I'm definitely going to start them probably at least a month earlier, and I would definitely recommend starting them maybe as early as late January. Definitely by the end of February you should probably have your sweet potato slips started, or trying to have the process of growing them started. But I am working on that. I got one more planted last night. I've got one that I plucked a couple days ago, and I'm letting some roots develop on it for a few days. And then there's a few others that hopefully I can at least pluck and then set in some water to let the roots grow for a few days. Hopefully I can get those plucked in at least a couple days here. My squashes are doing phenomenal right now. I have a couple spaghetti squash that are about 2.5 to 3 feet long. I'll show you those in a little bit here. And I've been getting blooms on my zucchini already, so I'm real happy about how that's all coming together. The couple of cabbages that we got already started from the store, those are coming along real nice, and it looks like those should be, I'm not sure how much longer they have. I'm sure it's going to be at least another month, but they'll be ready nice and early in the season. The garlic should be ready within another month, about another month here. It's You know, each of those garlic shoots are over 2 feet tall each. Another update, the park maintenance guy came by late last week and told me that some of my beds are too close to the electric meter and the gas meter. And realistically, I mean, yeah, I can probably see what he's saying on that, considering that there's the gas meter and there's a bed. So, and there's that one too. So I'm in the process of getting both of those beds moved around to the side of the house. What I'm doing with those is the one only had the cold frame only had some kitchen scraps planted in it. So I originally was going to harvest the leeks and then transplant the celery, the one head of celery that's in there, and compost the green onions. I ended up deciding to transplant all of it. I don't know if it'll take. So far it looks alright, but we'll see how the next few days go. Realistically, the green onions never did real well in the cold frame anyway. So I was about ready to give up on those as it was. So, you know, if I lose half of them, I was already planning on losing them. I know a couple of them seem to be doing alright. The leeks have been doing pretty well. So we'll just see how all this does. I'm hoping that being outside and not being under the glass, even though I haven't been closing the glass on the cold frame, the one side facing the sun is screwed in place. So it does still get warm in there, even with the other window frame removed. I'm hoping that they get more water and are, you know, not in as not hot an environment, and they start doing a little bit better now. I also have to move the carrot bed, so I got half of my carrots moved over where the garlic is. There's some space in that bed. And then the other half of the carrots I'm going to have to move today or tomorrow. I'm still trying to figure out where I want to move them. But I figure the sooner I get that done, the better chance of not killing all of them. I've already kind of resigned myself to the fact that this transplanting process is probably going to kill off a lot of these plants. But I mean, I do have some other carrots, and I figure, you know, if I can save half the crop, I'll probably be doing all right. So after I get everything transplanted, take the soil out of the bed, and then once it's empty, move it around to the side of the house, and then put the soil back in. So that's a project I'll be working on throughout the week, possibly into next week. I'm not sure how long it's going to take before I'm able to get these moved. So those are pretty much the big updates around the garden. So I'll get this turned around and I'll show you what I'm talking about with all this.